Dr. Sima Samar is a female activist from Afghanistan who fights for the right of women in Afghanistan. Because Afghan women have no rights, as you know. They have no right to the medical, they have no right to education. And basically the males run the country and women have zero say about anything. In fact, about 90% of women in Afghanistan, they have zero education, and she's trying to help them out and educate the women and liberate the woman. What she's trying to do is she's trying to liberate the woman from all the religious restrictions that are affecting their lives in a negative way. And she has a very interesting story herself. Actually, she comes from a very big family, and she wanted her to go and study medicine, but her father wouldn't let her do that, and her father said the only way you could go to university is if you get married. So she does get married, and she gets a medical degree from the University of Kabul. And when Soviets take over Afghanistan, they arrest her husband, and she has to flee the Afghanistan, and she never sees her husband ever again. And that was a very common thing when that happened in Afghanistan. All these people were getting arrested, all these males were getting arrested all over the place, and they were never to be seen again. And that left all these women with their husbands were arrested and killed, most likely. And that was, so the breadwinner was gone, and so they had absolutely nothing left, because as women there were zero in the eyes of men. And they were all, she's made 10 clinics, 4 hospitals, and tons of schools that she's been educating over 17,000 Afghan women. So that is very positive thing that she's doing. She's received many awards over the years, such as John Humphrey Freedom Award. She was also appointed in charge in Women's Affairs, which was a very high accomplishment for a woman to get inside the cabinet. But again, all the fundamentalist religious folks weren't too happy that she was fighting so hard to liberate the woman, because they felt that women are less of human beings. So shortly after, they found some excuse to kick her off it. And her life is always in danger because people want her dead. Again, because she wants to liberate women. One of the big problems Afghan women have is they have no right to refuse sex to their husband. That is unbelievable. So whenever a husband wants sex, husband gets it. And they have no right to decide whether or not they want to be pregnant or whether or not they want to carry a child. If the husband decides that it's time to have another child, that's what's going to happen. Here's a clip of Dr. Samar speaking of the injustice of this concept of how women don't have the right to their own body, is what it comes down to.
It's injustice, because as a woman, as a mother, as a person who you are involved on carrying 9 months and then taking care later on, I mean the mother plays more important role than the father all along during the life. So she should have the right to decide also. And she should have the right to say no, it's enough. But this is the problem here because of lack of education. I mean, both sides for sure is not educated. If they are educated, then this is not the case. They do know that they are the way to stop it. And it's not against Islam.